Hey everybody, welcome to another live stream slash video. And today I'm just doing research again, trying to figure out how to install um, an SSD. So it's gonna be a pretty chill, low-key video, I expect. Cause I don't know, this is just one of those. This was easy when I first looked at it, but um, it seems like I don't know. It's like I can put a pad down or not put a pad down. So I'm trying to figure out which one I want to do, and if I have the right things. I feel like I might be missing like a small part or something. Um, so yeah, really just hanging out. Well, we're not just hanging out. We're going to be watching this video, but
An upgraded version of Sam's NVMe SSD range that's designed to run. Hey folks, today I'm going to be installing the 2TB backwards compatible. So the drive itself being Gen 4 will still remove the heatsink. If your motherboard does not come with its own heatsink, then it is definitely worthwhile making sure you own, as these drives do get exceedingly warm. And here is the NVMe drive itself, which you can see is very small. Before I install this, I just need to remove this protective piece of plastic here, and then we pop this in at a slight angle. Okay, until that's nicely clicked into place, and then you'll see it doesn't quite rest on its own. It will want to lift back up again. That's absolutely fine. If your motherboard requires this to be screwed down, then your motherboard should include these screws to do so. The actual 980 Pro does not include the Op2 screw. In my case, in order to lock this into place, there is a little grey latch here which just needs to be turned. And likewise, just before replacing the heatsink here, it is important to remember to remove the plastic film, and it's just important to carefully line up these screws here.
here's what I understand. Is there a heatsink under it and above it? Like, this makes it look like there's a heatsink under it too. And I don't have that. So let's take a look at here. Like, I don't know if I have that. There's no heatsink there. So, like, this is a graphics card right here. And then there is where, between this and between the graphics card down, is where the NVMe goes. But I don't see a heatsink. Hi, I'm a old gamer. Welcome. What's going on? Yeah, so this is the heatsink that goes on it. But I don't know what heatsink was under it. So, there's no manual for these things. What do you think, folks? What's the move? Is that better? What is the move? I'm trying to figure it out. Oh.
This is a video to show you how to install it, how to set it up, and how it will run in Windows nicely. And I've done a video previously on the previous iteration of the Samsung Evo 970. I want to show you the different ways to install this drive if you're not too sure, and talk about the intricacies of doing it. I'm also going to show how to set up
Oh, it's still in Spanish.
as well as how to set it up with
whatever. I gotta change that back. So I took that sticker off and it mostly came off. It's like this awkward sticker. And this guy in his other videos, he tests it. He says it actually, the sticker keeps it cooler. So I guess my bad. It's no directions, man. Like, maybe I'm missing it, but if you search for directions for, it's like, oh, like how does nothing even have a mini manual? I had to buy a bunch of screws because they weren't included with, I forget what they were supposed to come with, but they didn't come with. So I spent like 12 or 13 bucks on screws. Uh-oh. All right, give me a second here, team. I just realized I'm on the slow. I could improve something here. Just give me a second. Huh. Well, what's the move? All right, cool. And we're back. Oh. So this is like, this is some different thing. We're gonna look at specifically the Asus Tough Gaming one. Install NVMe on Asus Tough Gaming. There it is. Oh, what? Let's go that.
Down here at the bottom, you can see the heat sink here. The second one is right here, the faster one.
So what I'm confused about is the size screws, I think. Because I have multiple. So this I already did. I already removed the heat sink.
There is kind of a sticky tape. We need to remove that film there, because that sticks against the top of our NVMe drive. Now, the next thing we want to do is,
I don't get that. Like, mine doesn't have a sticky. Look at this thing. There's nothing sticky on this. It's just. You guys see? Let's see. Yeah, there's nothing sticky on this. It's just a black. It's just metal. So like the little things, it's like every little thing. The adhesive. Oh, there's the sticker. Interesting. I kept that.
of our NVMe SSD, and this is an 80mm NVMe SSD, and we're going to actually hold it here in place so we can see where we need to put our stand on. So you can see 3 different spots here, and this again is an 80mm. So if we hold it in place, you can see that it lines up.
I don't know this.
Third
the size of the stuff that I need. That's because it didn't come with the thing. It was supposed to come with like the motherboard, I guess, or something. Anyway, it didn't come with it, and so now I have a bunch of different standoffs. I should hold those up too. So I got this pack of standoffs. Where is pack of standoffs? Here it is. Zoom out. I gotta upgrade my lighting game in here. Okay, so as you can see, there is all these different types. Like a diffuser. Which one is it? Chassis Scientist, chassis screw. So look, there's ATX PS5M2, or it's M3, star 4 plus 4, M3, star 6 plus 6, M3, star 6 plus 3, M2, 3, 4.5, M2, 6 plus 4, M2, 3 plus 2.5. So there's 6 different things that seem to stand off. I don't know, maybe it'll be obvious. It's just like, ugh. Everything should have a manual. Everything should have a manual, everything should be labeled.
So my motherboard did come with 2 standoffs, and the screws, if you're missing those, you can grab them on Amazon. I'll put a link below to those so you can easily find them, but they're really small and easy to lose. So let's go ahead and grab one of those.
I mean,
Screw it into the...
this maybe I can just search. What size standoff do I use on an Asus TUF Gaming b550-plus by gaming computer? No, motherboard. Because the standoffs I would imagine are motherboard specific, not NVMe specific. The shorter standoff is typically for M2 devices like a Wi-Fi card, while the taller one is for M2 SSDs. If you're installing SSD, it's recommended you use to ensure the drive sits level and does not bend. The difference between the standoffs is about 1 millimeter, and using the incorrect one could potentially cause a slight bend in the M2 drive. Slight bend. So I replaced with a taller one, and the drive sits level now. Why don't you just say the size? So frustrating. So I have, like I said, I have 6 different sizes of standoff here. Like, who's shorter, taller? I got 6. I think I should take the graphics card out. So I'm going to do that. Sorry, I know it's dark for a second. Yeah, I'm going to take the graphics card out. And where's my graphics card? This. Just pushing down on this little thing. And then lifting up the card. So gnarly, dude. Could have been millimeter. And I'm putting it in. Do I want this here? Okay. Let's see. Where's the NVMe? You know what else I have to install? Maybe is the Wi-Fi. I thought after doing one I would know more. Like, there's just so much little minutia. There's so many tiny decisions to make when building a PC. Taking the sticker off the NVMe or not. I just don't know. And not clear on the web. And maybe it doesn't matter, but so this plugs in here, I guess. Interesting. Okay. Oh, is that a and a standoff already in it? That does seem to be what it is. Let's see if I can. Just unscrew that. What an odd. It's so small. Like, I don't know. I'm sure I have the head somewhere. I'm just like. This screwdriver seems to work. I probably have the perfect size somewhere, but I don't know where it is. So, okay, so once again, I didn't pay attention and I ordered something that I didn't need. Well, I can return that. All these screws, because now I have. Huh. I'm gonna watch the video because I don't know what goes after the standoff. Why did you just die on me? Flashlight just randomly dies on me, and it drives me nuts.
Standoff threaded location there. And taking that down. So my motherboard came with these pads here as well. Now these go on.
So one of the pads, I got this motherboard used. There's already a pad on it.
On top of this pad that's already here to help support.
Oh, maybe that's the pad we're talking about. That one's already there. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I guess. Optional padding. We want to do what's optimal.
These are optional in the directions, and it says not to use them if your NVMe drive is double-sided. Mine happens to be a single-sided one, so we are good to use it. Again, it does say.
I wanted to look to see if my NVMe is double or single-sided. I guess it's single-sided. I'm going to search that too. I want to be sure. I'm just typing in is a Samsung SSD double or single-sided because first I typed in how to tell, and now I'm typing in this exact thing, like is a Samsung 980 M2 SSD double or single-sided. Is a Samsung 980 M.2 NVMe is a single. What? Did not click on that. All right, it says a single side. That's kind of what I was vibing, so. So which side goes face up? It looks like yeah, okay. The side without any components is face down, which would make sense if there's going to be a sticker down there.
Absolutely fine. If your motherboard.
Whoops, I don't want this person, I want the other person.
So it's optional, all the way I can put one on here. Let's grab one of those, and again, these are easy to lose. They're kind of a sticky back to them. And we're going to just place it right on.
It's quality. I want better quality.
Top of that square that's already there, the rubber pad, just like that. So now we're ready to install our NVMe drive here. You can see in the connectors here, there's a tiny little notch, and that corresponds with the notch here on the other end. So you want to make sure those line up. Kind of goes in at about a 30-degree angle, just like this. You're going to line that up. And maybe give it a little bit of a wiggle, and there's some tension on there. I'll show you the angle here. You can see it is at an angle, and it's kind of like a diving board here. There is a little bit of tension on it. So we'll put that down here. And now we're going to grab the screw, and again, this came with my motherboard.
Here's what, like, I wish it was clear. Oh, I guess the standoff, right. It just sits right on top of the standoff.
You can see there's kind of a half moon at the end of it, where it lines up with the standoff down below. So we're going to push down the NVMe drive and line it up with the standoff here, just like that. And we'll take our screw.
So I think the goal is for it to lay flat.
NVMe drive and the standoff, and we'll put that screw in there.
I want a magnetic bit so I don't accidentally throw this screw somewhere.
Install our heat sink here as well. And you can see there is that film we need to remove here.
Oh, right.
Peeled off. It leaves the kind of under film there. So make sure you peel that off. It's important. And then we'll line these screw holes up. And then grab our.
Okay, so now I'm confused. because I don't have that on my heatsink, I'm wondering if I need to get it before I plug in my NVMe. Because otherwise, here's my concern. My concern is if the NVMe isn't touching the heatsink, like if there's no, I don't know, thermal stickiness or thermal paste or whatever this is, then the NVMe won't cool off and it will break. Just anytime I boot up my motherboard. So that's my new question: is do I need to get a sticky thing or what's the move? I think that's the end of the stream. I think I'm going to ask that in a short. Yeah. That is the question. All right, well, thanks for tuning in. If you know the answer to that, please leave it in the comments. And I will see you all in the next stream. Oh, wow. I didn't show any of that. My bad. Well, the video I was on is Northern Viking. This Northern Viking person has been very helpful for this install. Northern Viking every day. How to install NVMe SSD on Asus TUF Game b550-plus Wi-Fi 2 motherboard. Actually, I will paste this video in the chat real quick. That's the video that I was working from. It's the most helpful. Okay, now it's time to get off. To get out of here.